Hi Pisces, this is your May 26th through June 1st weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the 5th spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Pisces. We have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Fool. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have the Star. In the potential outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. And we also have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You know, you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. We have every single element on the table, but fire stands out, especially Aries and Sagittarius. Water stands out. Cancer, Scorpio, not a Pisces, maybe an Aquarius, right? So those like really stand out. Well, and yeah, those are the main ones. But don't disregard other zodiac signs. So here's what's going on, Pisces. The Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It is a card of when a group of people get together, gather together, and do something together. Okay? For some of you, it could be people you work with, do business with. For others of you, it could be just a bunch of friends, bunch of acquaintances. Maybe you're in the same club together with this person. Or maybe it's like a new group that's about to get formed at some point during this week. Perhaps it's just a bunch of people, a bunch of acquaintances will decide, you know what, why don't we all go camping? Or why don't we all go hiking? Or why don't we all do something together? Right? Or it could be maybe people you work with, and some of them, at least one of them will say, you know what, guys, why don't we, go out after work? Go out to dinner or happy hour, what have you. Or maybe do something over the weekend as a group. Okay? Because what is actually happening, it's going to be kind of spontaneous. It could be like a spontaneous group that is being formed, or whatever activity somebody comes up with, that activity is going to be kind of spontaneous. Okay? But still, this person is going to be a part of that group, a member of that club, or what have you. That's how it feels. Or somebody you work with, right? Because the first 4 cards that actually came out in the main spread, the Eight of Wands, the Fool, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Wands, I think this is that spontaneous activity, or a spontaneous group formation, or spontaneous club formation, or something like that. That's what those 4 cards are all about. Hey guys, let's do this. Hey guys, let's go here. Right? Or maybe if you're already a part of some kind of a group, one of them, the person who actually likes you, they may offer you to do something separate from the group. But again, the Three of Pentacles, I think this is like at the foundation of this. You will know this person through a group of people, if that makes sense, right? The Eight of Wands with the Fool, yeah, a lot of communication, very spontaneous energy. The Fool could be an Aries you're dealing with, but the Eight of Wands is a card of like a lot of communication, back and forth communication. It could also be a card of travel. Somebody could be traveling, somebody could be offering to go somewhere. The Page of Cups clarified by the Ace of Wands, more spontaneous energy. Right? The Page of Cups is the nicest, sweetest page out of all 4 pages. It's an invitation. It's somebody, approaching you, talking to you. The Ace of Wands is a very passionate ace. But I think it's just simply excitement about this spontaneous activity, or spontaneous what have you. All right? The Star in the middle could be an Aquarius. But the Star is also a card of healing. Maybe it's like going to a healing center. I'm not saying anybody needs to be healed, but it could just be, going somewhere, getting some procedures done, or going camping or going to some kind of a center, or, to stay somewhere outdoors, what have you. The Star is a wish come true, an Aquarius. Perhaps you always wanted to do something like this. Or maybe this person always wanted to get together with you, and maybe this whole commotion is just an excuse to get you interested. But the Star is a great card. It really is. In the potential outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. This is when things will start getting more serious, I guess. There's nothing wrong with the cards that came out in the main spread, but the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, it's like, yeah, literally taking it to the next level, I guess. The Wheel of Fortune could be interpreted as many different zodiac signs. I usually go with Sagittarius because of Jupiter in the Wheel of Fortune. But it's like maybe again going somewhere, moving. But probably that card is talking about taking it to the next level with this person and starting an official, exclusive cycle, right? Because that's what a Wheel of Fortune is, a cycle, a new beginning. The Ace of Swords in the middle could be an air sign you're dealing, but the Ace of Swords is all about clarity. It's somebody saying yes. It's one of the yes cards in a tarot deck. And the Knight of Cups is a water sign indicator. You're a water sign. But the Knight of Cups, it's like the next level up from the Page of Cups, right? The Knight of Cups is the most loving, the most romantic, the most caring knight out of all four knights. So yeah, Pisces, be on the lookout of that kind of a group spontaneous activity thing that we talked about. And that's where that person comes from that group. And again, it could be an existing group or a group that is about to get formed this week. And there's going to be some kind of a spontaneous activity, spontaneous this, spontaneous that, a trip or what have you. All right, really happy for you, Pisces. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Pisces, this spread is for you. We have Temperance, the Two of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Nine of Cups, and we also have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The only actual zodiac sign that comes through is the Sagittarius, right? Temperance is a Sagittarius major arcana card, right? But at the same time, Temperance is a card of patience, healing, and balance. So maybe if you guys got into a fight before this week, you could be like making up. Because Temperance is a kind of, like I said, patience, balance, rekindling, reconciling, things like that. Right? Temperance could simply be a card of maybe you've been waiting. Maybe perhaps something is special about this week, right? Or one of the days during this week. And you've been patiently waiting for it. Because the rest of the spread is just so very loving. So very loving, Pisces, all right? The Two of Cups is a card of when two people are on the same page. It's a soulmate card. It's a card of when two people are in love. The Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a show of love. It's very emotional, ace, show of emotions, right? And then the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Nine of Cups. With the Page of Pentacles, you could be receiving a gift, or maybe you will get tickets and go somewhere, right? And the Nine of Cups clarifying it is a card of a wish come true. It's a card of a satisfaction and fulfillment. So, yeah, very loving and patient reading. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Pisces, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent. Next, we have the Nine of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Page of Cups clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. And we'll also have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, if you reject this person when they show back up, they will then try again. If you recently rejected an ex, not necessarily the most recent one, if you said no to an ex, I don't want to get back together with you, they are going to try again. I definitely see more than one attempt, more than one, maybe 2, 3, I don't know, at least 2. All right? Because the Four of Cups in the middle, it is a kind of a rejection. However, after that Four of Cups, after that rejection, there's another page, right? Another offer, another attempt to get back together with you. Okay? It's clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, so maybe an Earth sign you're dealing with, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Hierophant, by the way, on the bottom of the deck is a Taurus, major arcana card. But perhaps they're going to offer you a commitment, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles together with the Hierophant, yeah, it is a commitment offer. It is a commitment offer. The Page of Cups is an apology, a second apology, or maybe a better apology with the Knight of Pentacles attached to it. All right? I don't know what you're going to do, but that's the whole point of this reading, is there's going to be at least 2 attempts. Or if you already have one attempt from this person, they're going to try again. Expect to hear from them again. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Pisces, this week. We have Judgment. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Swords, clarified by the Emperor. And the Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries, maybe a Sag. So there's definitely a competition. Okay, a competition. I don't think it's a conflict. The Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck, it is a card of drama, conflict, and competition. And I think that's what it is, competition. Right? And you could be the boss deciding between 2. You may have a luxury to choose, and you could be choosing between two candidates for the same job, for the same promotion, or if you run your own business, you could be choosing between two vendors, two vendors, or you could be one of the candidates, Pisces, right? Judgment, the first card that came out, it could be a card of, some kind of a situation coming back from the past, resurfacing, but it's also a card of like having to make a judgment call. The Six of Pentacles clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. As you can probably see, we have three people in the Six of Pentacles, right? One standing up and two sitting down, and the person standing up is like giving away money or dispensing money or, choosing one of the people. Okay, it is a card of generosity. Okay, it's a financial card. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a cycle, right? So there's somebody is a shot caller, somebody is a decision maker, and that person is deciding who gets the money, who gets the job, who gets the promotion, who gets this or that. At the end, we have the Page of Swords clarified by the Emperor. The Page of Swords is most likely a message. It's most likely a message. The Emperor is the boss figure, right? The Emperor is a boss. You could be the boss, or maybe, perhaps if you're being promoted, you could become a boss. But there is going to be some kind of a decision made. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Pisces. We have the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Scorpio on the table. I was looking at this reading, when I was trying to put the two together, this spread and the previous one, because this spread is definitely about work, right? And we just had another work spread. Perhaps this is completely separate. Perhaps I'm connecting with a different group of Pisces, right? This spread is about a job offer coming in, and that job offer is going to be accepted, and whoever accepts this job offer, they quit their existing job. Okay, that's what this reading is all about. Somebody accepts a job offer and leaves. It could be you. Perhaps the job offer will land on your lap. That happens. Or maybe it's somebody you work with. They will get a job offer and they will accept it. Okay, because and it's a serious job offer. It really is, right? The Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Wands, great opportunity, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the most financially abundant knight out of all four knights. The Knight of Pentacles always talks about long term. The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning, but in this case, it's a passionate work job that is being offered. The Eight of Pentacles in the middle is a card of work, business, and finances. That's what, and together with the Knight of Pentacles, yes, that's exactly what it is. The Eight of Cups is somebody leaving. Right next to the deck, that Eight of Cups, you see it, somebody's leaving because they've accepted the job. And Death on the bottom of the deck, in this case, it's an end. It's an end. Because either you or somebody is packing up and leaving. That's what you're not expecting, Pisces. And that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Pisces, have an amazing week.